so you say diet is a main cause of heart disease. What are the other things that are the main causes of heart disease that are not, that are in our control to change?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't so clear cut. There was a rise in heart attacks after World War II, and that's when our government started pumping money into answering the question. When President Eisenhower had a big heart attack in 1955, our government really started pumping money. Some of you may have heard of something called the Framingham study outside of Massachusetts, which launched in 1948 with government money. And that's where we learned, let's take a healthy population like a community outside of Boston. Let's follow them over time. Let's figure out who's had a heart attack over time, who's had a stroke, who's died suddenly, who's had an aneurysm. And we were able to parse out. That's where we got the smoking data. That's where we got diabetes type 2 and type 1 raises the risk. That's where we learned high blood pressure was a risk, high cholesterol. Then we learned LDL cholesterol. And then we learned even beyond that from studies of that kind. So we talk about the big five. Do you smoke? Do you have high blood pressure? Do you have high cholesterol? Do you have high blood sugar? And does mom, dad, brother, or sister have a heart attack, stroke, bypass, drop dead at a young age where there might be a genetic influence that you inherited? Those are the big five. There's at least 10 to 15 other, and nowadays we talk about bad sleep, we talk about sedentary lifestyles, we talk about chronic stress. Maybe we're talking about Wi-Fi and EMF. That's a little in the woo. We're talking about, endocrine disruptors in your makeup, in your perfume, in your cans and plastic bottles and such. These are not in the woo. Those are seriously disrupting hormone patterns and influencing our health. So it's a complex formula, but the ones we can control. My friend at Yale, Dr. David Katz, talks about forks, fingers, feet. Forks, what do you eat? That's a huge influence on your risk of disease, heart and others. Fingers, do you smoke? And feet, are you moving? Are you exercising? Are you walking? Are you standing? That, along with social connections and love and community, can be, things we have control over. We may not have control over the quality of the air that we're breathing in New York City or New Delhi on any given day, but that also matters.
If we helped you in any way, then click the subscribe button and let's keep hanging out together. We have so much more to share with you.
And if you need more information on actually making the switch for good, please visit us at switchforgood.org for loads of info. And you can subscribe to our mailing list where you will receive all sorts of super cool gifts, discount codes to our very fave dairy-free products, and a lifetime of powerful health tips.
So join us on the journey to switch for good. This is the future.